So to pull the head off of the 3RZ the easiest way, I didn't even unbolt this from the exhaust down there. You might have to unbolt it, the downpipe from like the catalytic converter flange, but I didn't even do that. I just pulled it, unbolted it from the head, and there was enough room, and I moved it over and put a bungee on it just to hold it off the studs. And then the intake, this lower one, you can just lay there. You don't even need to unhook the fuel line or anything. I left that on too because I'm gonna end up just putting it all right back together anyway. I already cleaned that intake up. It doesn't look that clean right now, but it will be when I'm done. So just zip tie the cam gear on, you know, get it to top dead center, get this line straight up, and then that little like dowel thing sticking out of the other cam will be straight up too. And your mark down there will be on the harmonic balancer lined up with the timing marks, and then shove a rag down in there so this thing just stays up. And that orange marking on the cam chain you don't have to worry about because it's only like 1 out of every 100 times that all lines up with everything. You have to turn it over a million times. That doesn't even matter. As long as it's in, everything else is lined up, that doesn't matter. That's just for setting it up originally, like if you're doing a cam chain. And then the power steering pump I just unbolted and put off to the side here. And wiring harness I just bungee corded up there. That's pretty much it for that coil packs. I just laid over there. They're the coils. Just 2 coils. Took the battery out just for more room, and I didn't want anybody to accidentally bump the key. But the cams are here. Make sure you turn the scissor gear cam. You don't turn it, but you stick a bolt in that check hole because that's supposed to be preloaded to have tension on that scissor gear. And then just keep your cam caps in order. I just stuck them in a box like that. That's that little dowel I was talking about. What I did was I marked my cam teeth with a permanent marker so that I know where they line up just to be safe. And I painted my valve cover wrinkled black and stuff. That actually came out really good. Did that in like an hour. And I got the intake manifold cleaned up right here. I'm gonna do all new seals in it. I got a full gasket kit. I got like new seals like for the valve cover and all that, and I have new gaskets for the intake manifold, and I have a Fel-Pro head gasket somewhere around here back there. So yeah, that's pretty much it though. It's not hard. This head gasket wasn't even bad. I had a valve seat coming loose somehow, like was cocked sideways, and it was making the valve clearance wrong on the exhaust valve on the front cam lobe there. It was like 0.035 thousandths of clearance, and it should have 0.010 to 0.014 clearance. So it was way bigger. But yeah, you can leave the intake manifold like that all together too. It really isn't hard. It took me like less than an hour and 25 minutes probably to get this off this time, but I've been working on this thing a bunch of times lately. So all I have to do next is scrape this gasket off here, and I'll probably scrape the gasket off of there. And I put a little RTV on this the last time. You're not supposed to do that, but I had to reuse the gasket because I kind of figured something wasn't going to be right with it after I heard it run the first time. So I never used the new gaskets I had. So I just did like a temporary gasket situation. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that.